Hi YouTube, it's Mike with Kane Autograph. Welcome back to the channel. Today I got 14 awesome TTM returns to share with you. That's right, TTM stands for Through the Mail Autographs, and I can't wait to show you who signed and what came back. First up is Joe Nolan, a left-handed hitting catcher who put together a solid career with the Braves, the Reds, and the Orioles. Fun fact, Joe was behind the plate for the 1983 World Series team that won the World Series the last time Baltimore brought home the title. And yes, he signed all three cards in 12 days. Next up, Larry Boa, one of the most respected shortstops of his era, later a successful manager. He was a five-time All-Star with the Phillies, and here's something a lot of people don't realize. After his playing days in the 70s and 80s, he won a World Series ring as a coach with the Phillies in 2008. Awesome signature on both cards. Here's a fun one. Bernie Carbo. If you're a fan of dramatic World Series moments, you'll remember his clutch pinch hit homer in Game 6 of the 1975 Fall Classic, the shot that tied the game and set the stage for Carlton Fisk's ironic walk-off home run. Awesome to get both these cards signed. Next is Johnny Ray, a steady second baseman who played for the Pirates and Angels. In 1983, he led the National League in doubles, and it's easy to see why with his smooth swing. He had solid glove work. Beautiful autographs on these three cards. Next up is Russ McGinnis, a catcher who got his shot in the big leagues with the Rangers in the early 90s. Fun fact, he hit a home run his very first major league at bat. Talk about making an entrance. Russ was sent back down to the minors when the Rangers brought back Pudge Rodriguez off the disabled list. And yep, he signed all three cards. Very cool return. Jay Bell had a long and solid career, including a big season in 1999 when he hit 38 home runs. It's pretty crazy for a middle infielder. My favorite stat, scored the winning run in Game 7 of the 2000 World Series for the Diamondbacks, ending the Yankees' dynasty run in dramatic fashion. If you're a Dodger fan, you might remember Kevin Elster from one incredible game, opening day in 2000. Elster hit three home runs for the Dodgers, and it was his first game back after missing nearly two full seasons due to injury. Also, the first game ever played at what is now known as Oracle Park in San Francisco. Let's shift gears to football. Robert Await, a tight end who played for the Cardinals, Cowboys, and Bills. In 1987, he was named NFL All-Rookie Team and was a solid red zone threat throughout his career. He also played with some legendary quarterbacks like Troy Aikman and Jim Kelly. Awesome to get some football returns in here. This next one, I think it looks fantastic. It was an 8 by 10 piece of artwork that I sent to Steve Avery. Got it back in 25 days. This is through Pass Pros, so I did pay a fee to have him sign it, but I'm glad I did. It came back awesome. He was a huge part of that Braves pitching rotation in the early 90s. In the 1991 National League Championship Series, he threw 16 and a third scoreless inning as it was named Series MVP. Believe this, at just 21 years old. Pretty big postseason performer before the injury slowed him down. This one didn't make it back in time for the team challenge, but I'm sure glad to get it back. It looks fantastic. Chip Hale, best known as a manager who led the University of Arizona to the College World Series in 2022, but before that he played for the Twins and the Dodgers. He had the all-time hits record at the University of Arizona, beating out some pretty big name alumni. My longest return of the week, 238 days. Return from the gridiron, John Brody. Not only was he the 1970 NFL MVP as a quarterback for the 49ers, but he also gave pro golf a shot after retiring. You don't see many football players who switch to the PGA Tour, but Brody played in over 40 PGA events. Sure glad to get this one back. A quick return from Skip Pitlock, a lefty who pitched for the Giants and the White Sox in the 70s. In his rookie year, he struck out Willie Mays and Johnny Bench. Pretty good first impression for a rookie. And Skip actually wrote back that this White Sox card was his favorite card of himself because it was for his home team, Chicago. Merso Ramirez, 2 of 2 in 31 days. Ramirez pitched for several teams, including the Mariners, Rays, and Nationals. He was one of the few Major League Baseball players born in Nicaragua, and he proudly represents that country in international play like the World Baseball Classic. And then wrapping up this week's return, Daryl Sutherland, a 2-2 return in 31 days. He was a right-handed pitcher who pitched for the Mets during the early years. Some trivia, his brother Gary also played in the majors. Baseball definitely runs in their family. So when I first got this one back, looking at it, I thought maybe it was a rubber stamp signature, but when I look super close at them, there is just a little bit of difference. So I think it's live ink. That's a wrap for this round of TTM returns. If you have a favorite, let me know in the comments. I always enjoy hearing which players and stories stood out to you. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. We've got more baseball and a little bit of football on the way. Have a great week.